So as I was invited for the interview, I was supposed to be in their office at 1. So merrily, joyfully, I reached at about 12:30 or so, and then I came in. There was a huge queue and stuff, and I forgot to read that they mentioned that you have to be in the office before 12:30 or maximum by 12:30. So 12:32, I checked in and stuff, and you will not believe it. They did not interview me for the next 2 hours and stuff. They were so strict in this, because they had a policy that you have to be abiding by the timeline and stuff like that. And if you're not going to make it on time and stuff, you're not going to be entertained and stuff. That's how strict Yahoo was. After that is a different story altogether. They took me in, they showed me all their departments and stuff. They had something, a project happening with NASA. They had something happening with, the environment and stuff and all that. And and they wanted me to work on a project along with the United Nations and some banks and stuff like that. And because I'd just been in the corporate world and I was like a part and parcel of marketing and branding and PR, I was so I was floored. I was actually floored by the whole idea of working with that. But after I got into the details of the interview and stuff, the second one, the third one, I realized that there were so many processes and so many systems and stuff like that, and I was not prepared for that. Okay, so I know that if I would have taken up the assignment or the job and stuff, they would have actually trained me and stuff like that. But right from the entry to the final point of my interview and stuff, the only thing that kept playing in my head was, this is such a strict system. I'm not very sure if I'm going to be able to even work here, because I'd worked in a completely different place and stuff. So the lesson here is, the moral of the story is that you have to value time, and you have to be pretty careful when you get your interview letters and stuff like that. And if you were to extend this to your own works in your offices and spaces like that, you have to understand that clients want everything on time, customers want everything on time. And if you cannot make it, you have to have a team member, or you have to yourself be accountable in reporting into your customer or your client and making it clear that something cannot be done or something can be done. So my next video is actually going to be a little less serious and less focused on breaking projects into tasks and stuff, because that's going to be touching upon creativity and joy through clutter and non-clutter and stuff like that. I'm sure you're going to love it and like it. So tune in. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your likes, and thank you for your emails. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com and justine.kapani.im@gmail.com. Justine Kapani office at gmail.com. In case my email bounces back, please tag me, tag me, but please email me on the alternate addresses and stuff, because there are quite a number of catalogs and emails and everything coming in. So some of them get, they get missed or they bounce back. And WhatsApp has been troubling a lot of people, at least in my city and country. So make sure that you back up your content and stuff. And it's happened to me yesterday as well. My WhatsApp I had to reinstall, and because of the weather and everything, the phone is heating up a lot. So there's no need to be I would not use the word worried, but there's no need to also, not the word panic, but there's no need to think too much about this or overthink too much about it. Just take the next action or the step, which is, safeguarding your phone and the content by uploading it daily on your cloud drive or something like that. So from that experience of the lady, Takumi was her name, and my story, it would be clear to you that breaking up projects into tasks is really important, because when you get into detailing and stuff like that, you will also know that your systems and processes are working for your organization and they're not working for the organization. I say this with another example. I had signed up a factory to work along with me for some products and stuff, and because I was from the corporate world and I was like super trained and stuff and all that, I had worked very hard on improving myself and self-development and all that. They couldn't keep up with my speed, and the first comment they would actually make to me was that you want everything so fast. And I would say yes, because I'm from the corporate world, and that's the way the service industry works, and that's the way clients want everything to be. Environments are dynamic. Yes, I had to relax my timelines and my deadlines for this particular factory and the vendor. But then when it came to the deliveries and everything, we made sure that we are proactive on it. And the result is that our product sold really well, and we also got an award from you know, a client and everything and all that. That's another video. This is not about the Chandigarh project. This is another project which I'm going to share later. But in a nutshell, the point is break down your projects into tasks. Do follow me on video 2, which is about decluttering and staying joyful and making ample time and more time to do a lot more than just cleaning up the house and just being indoors doing nothing. Okay, so love and luck and take care. Have fun. Have a blast and enjoy your week ahead. Bye bye.